What's going on? Matt Plapp here. We're going to talk about how 3,276 people are now able to see the marketing from a one location pizza restaurant. Let me do an audio check here. Yep, everybody can hear me. Cool. So let's talk about this. So I always talk about in marketing and in my two books, you need to create your own radio station. And what I mean by that is, as a business, do you have the ability to broadcast your message out to the world with ease, not having to call somebody and pay them, not having to write a big check for a direct mail piece, a radio campaign, a billboard campaign, a TV campaign, not having to buy a coupon magazine? Do you have the ability to get that message out quickly and easily? And this is a one location mom and pop restaurant. They do their casual dining, but they also do delivery. And I want to talk about how we've leveraged, and this 3,200 is actually above 3,300 now since we sent this email out a week ago. But let's talk about the stats and let's talk about some of the things. Now, this client started a little differently with us. They didn't start in our full program. So we incorporated texting and birthdays after we got started. So you can see there's going to be a difference there. But they've got four main ways they can reach people. Number one, you see the circle down here, opt-ins. Those are people that opted in through Messenger. And I'm going to get in detailed on this down the road. But the second part is email. We've got 3,240 emails. Third part is 1,139 phone numbers. And then the other aspect of that is all these people engaged in a very specific Facebook and Instagram campaign. We can retarget based on that. So ask yourself, do you have the ability to reach people on demand? So I'm going to talk about our strategies, what we do, and what we're all about here. So my concept for businesses is you need to control where your money and efforts go. I think the biggest problem businesses have is they spend their money and efforts on traditional marketing and they drive sales. They buy radio, they buy marketing, they buy a direct mail piece. You're paying somebody else to reach an audience. And many times you're reaching that exact same audience over and over. I jokingly said to a direct mail company one time, hey, what if in your magazine, it's called Reach Magazine in Cincinnati, what if the 1,000 people that used this coupon last month, if you just ripped it out of their magazine next month? They laughed. That's not possible. I said, well, it is on digital marketing. And the problem is with mediums like that, you're constantly spending money to reach the same people and to drive sales. I want you to get in your head. You need to spend money to build a database, spend money to create an audience you talk to. Because at the end of the day, there's three ways you can increase your sales of your restaurant. I'm going to get into the case study like I always do at the end of this, but about 2 more minutes talking about this. 3 ways you can drive your sales. Number 1, new customers. Number 2, get repeat customers. And the third part is increase your average check size. You find new customers by understanding who your current customers are. If you understand who your current customers are through digital marketing, through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google, the data that backs up that allows you to target new customers much more efficiently and find the right people. Imagine if your Facebook ad, your Instagram ad, was targeted to people that looked identical to your last 2,000 customers that came through a program like this. It's going to find better people. And then repeat customers, text, email, retargeting. That's how you can drive repeat visits. You don't want to hope and pray that your best customers come back. You want to systematically reach out to them. And then increase an average check. You do that through giving them other reasons to do business with you. That's a different video. So I want you to think about this. You should be in the hand of every potential customer every week. Your message, like me, that giant burger there, should be in the hand of your potential customers every week, whether it's on a text message, an email, a Facebook ad, a retargeted ad on the internet, an Instagram ad. You need to make sure you're in their phone, because guess what they're on? They're on their phone. So let's dig into the 6 steps I'm going to show you here. I'm going to show you steps 1 and 2 mainly. We're not going to focus on step 3, but we have 6 things we do for restaurants. Number 1 is attention. All marketing's main focus is to get attention, is to get eyeballs and ears and fingers to engage in marketing and to really pay attention to it. What we do unique that most advertising doesn't is that step 1, the second part of it, is we build a database for that attention, as I'll show you. And then what's even more unique is that in step 2, we drive front-end sales and gain data. We're going to talk about those 2 items as well. And then step 3 is we're building, like I told you, this customer, 3,000 plus people that they can nurture down the road, because the value in marketing is not what you get today. It's your ability to what you can get tomorrow. And let's dig into this. So first, the goal of marketing is to gain attention. and in my mind, to gain massive engagement. So if you look at this ad, it's a one location pizza restaurant. That is a good old fashioned picture taken from an iPhone. It's not a professionally done. It's not meant to look perfect. It's meant to get attention. It's meant to stop the scroll. If you look at this, this is one post that reached 14,184 people. It had 3,564 engagements. So number one, step one was gain attention. We reached 14,000 people. We got 1,971 reactions. We got 3,500 engagements. Goal accomplished, got attention. Second part, massive engagement. I'd say so. 461 likes, 37 loves, 1 ha-ha, 3 wows. The funny part on this one, I always find that I always have one ad. Every ad always has the one person that had the angry face. This one apparently didn't make anybody angry. So bravo, this did the job. And now also when you talk about this, one thing I failed to mention is how targeted this ad is it's targeted at people right around this restaurant. And then every day that the ad runs, that it gains opt-ins, as I'll show you. And as those opt-ins redeem promotions, the ad is re-optimized based on what the people look like who redeemed. So we are tweaking the audience as we go. So when you look at these engagements, those are very good engagements because they're the right people. The next step to marketing is the advertising. That was organic and paid. This is the paid part. So one of the next steps to this is taking something that works and putting money behind it. Because at the end of the day, it's who spends the most money wins. And in this case, you don't even have to spend a lot. This is a campaign that running from December 9th to now. So it's August 25th when I'm recording this. So we're, 8 months in, I guess that would be 8 months into this, basically around there, 7.5, 8 months. They've spent $1,858.25 on social media ads, Facebook and Instagram, and also some retargeting through the audience network. We've reached 60,865 people. Probably, if I had to guess, around everybody within a 5-mile radius of that restaurant. Impressions, we've had 257,000 impressions. Engagement, 5,392 paid. This is all paid. This doesn't count the free that's out there because there's a lot of organic. And then 2,530 of those people came into Facebook Messenger and started a conversation. So when you look at marketing, the goal of it is to get attention. But what if you could take that attention and get engagement, and then engagement and drive a database? That's the flow right here. 1,800, we reached people. We reached those people 4 to 5 times. We got them to do something, and then we drove a database. So the second part, or third part, is that database aspect. It's what are you doing with it? And there's a couple things I want to talk about here. Number one is the people, is we gained people off of an advertising. A lot of times you spend money on marketing like radio or TV or billboards, and all you do is get attention. And you got to go back to the well and pay the piper when you want that again. Well, in this case, you don't, because every month you're gaining. The money you're spending is reaching new people. We are excluding the people we've already gained. And every month we're gaining new people. So in this case, you can see the emails, the phone numbers, the birthdays. Down far left, 3359. That's the people from Messenger. And you can see 3359 translated into 3240. That's a pretty good rate of people in Messenger that gave us their email. Let's actually look and see what that number is. 3240 divided by 3359. That's 96% of people that engaged in this ad and went to Messenger gave us their email address. And that phone and birthday would have been a lot higher as well. But we got started late in the game with that with this client. I'll tell you this, though. One of the cooler parts is understanding who is coming in. So you see, and I'm going to show you the sales part next, but you see here, new customers, frequent customers, lost customers. When people redeem their promotions, and we do a redemption process. If you've seen any of my stuff, you've seen this. We do a redemption process, and the goal of the redemption process isn't to be the end-all, be-all answer to what we do for restaurants. It's not to show you that we can get sales from this. It's to attribute that sales, but also to find out, to get some, recoup some ad spend, but to find out some data and to, as I'll show you in the next slide, to kind of make sure we're on the right path. But look at this. Of the people who redeemed their promotion and answered the survey, 50% of them told us they were lost customers. That's where hope and pray comes from. A lot of businesses like this one give a great experience, a great atmosphere, great service, and great food. But when you don't have people's information, you're hoping and praying they come back. In this case, 50% of the people that have come into this restaurant, you see 702 redemptions, 50% have said they were gone. They hadn't been in a month or two or longer. we got them back. Now that's what we're doing with emails and text and retargeting is getting them back more often. The 30% are frequent, the 17% are new. Those are a good mix right there, because as a client once told me, frequent customers, you can get them to come back a couple more times. Lost customers, you can get them to come back a lot. And new customers, of course, are just like lost. So you can look at this and see that, right at 68% of people are coming back to this restaurant or coming for the first time. So that's the key element of knowing who you're reaching. Next part is sales. This is to prove that we're on the right path, to prove your path that you're on is correct. And this is what a lot of people don't get. A lot of people never get attribution that their marketing is going the right way. You buy radio, you buy TV, you buy direct mail, even you boost a Facebook post, you make your own Facebook ad. If you don't know that it's leading to something, then why do you keep doing it? Like you can see in this client's case, if I let's just look at the last 30 days, that top section there, historical breakdown. They've spent $332.63 on advertising. That has gotten them 340 opt-ins. It's also gotten them, the reach and the engagement and all that great stuff I showed you. But it got them 340 people to give them their information. It got 83 people to walk in the restaurant and spend $2,500. So they got on the front end a 7.5 to 1 return on ad spend, meaning 363 times 7.5 should equal $2,500. So that when they spent $1, they got 7 in return in sales. So the big thing for us is, one, how can we want to prove the path we're on. This was all done when we created this back in April 26, 2015 with Hofbrauhaus, Newport, Pittsburgh, and Columbus, National Pretzel Day. It was to prove to my clients that people would come in the restaurant from social media. This proved it. This proves it big time. And what this allows us to do is constantly optimize our advertising and know that we're reaching the right people. And then also know that our future text messages and emails are going out to the right people, because we've already proven that these people walk in the restaurant. If you look at the bottom of the screen down here, you'll see some historicals. You see redemptions by day. We can see the impact we're having on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, or Saturday, Sunday, and Friday. How can we get more of an impact in the midweek is a big thing. You look at the sales over time. You can see we hit big before Corona, and then Corona kind of slowed things down, and we got back to a pretty good pace. You can see the offers that are accelerating, their opt-in offer, birthday offer, offer 2, offer 3. And then down at the very bottom, though, you can see the sales attributed to this program, $22,000 already. You can see the opt-ins, you can see the redemptions, you can see the total redemptions. So opt-in redemptions, 511 people have come in for the first time. 702 have come in total. So they've come in second times. Average check. But look at the very bottom left, there's annual impact. It's understanding that, some assumptions are made here, that if we can get that 15% of the customers come back, we'll see $91,000 in sales. So if we get 15% of those customers to come back 6 times, which is a low number when you look at the number of lost and new customers we reached, 68% of the people were lost or new. If we can get them to come back 6 times and get pizza, we're going to have a $91,000 impact on the business, which is a 21 to 1 ROI. And so my question to you is, do you have a way to reach customers? This restaurant does. They can reach a lot of people at will, when they want to, when they need to. If you want to have a conversation with us, we'd love to talk to you. We'd love to help your restaurant see these exact type of results. You can reach out to me on phone, 859-743-2408, 743-2408, or you can schedule a meeting, restaurantroi.live/Matt. That will take you to a landing page that has my calendar or Doug's calendar, and you can schedule a conversation with us. We're usually about a week out with appointments. This week especially is crazy. But you can also find out more information on our business on restaurantmarketingthatworks.com. Pretty simple, restaurantmarketingthatworks.com. That's all I got. I'll see you around, and I'll see you next Tuesday around this same time, 11 a.m. for another case study. Next week's is on a casual dining restaurant that has seen some huge numbers that I can't wait to show you.